I talk quite a lot about impatient, and I'm guilty myself because I can't be bothered flying across a planet for 2 minutes, but have to go out to space and down, so it's half the time or less. Uh, yeah, well. Whoop. I would say with some games it's a shame if you're impatient because they do take the time they take. Why couldn't I get some C-class ships? Jesus. That was a lot. Okay. Come on. Thank you. So, as I said, those kind of missions is not my favorite. Going and picking up plants, but I mean, it is. It is a way of earning some reward, so and a slot for a ship is worth a lot of money. As price goes up, they are rather expensive. So actually I think I jumped to the next Atlas. Because I hope I'm right that it will come back and give me what I need. Oh, wrong system. So I was not going to go to the space station, but to be honest, I made a mistake, but this might be the space station which has the best mission ever. Whatever that might be. So this was that one. So that one I'm not good enough to yet. So that's fine. I'm in no rush. So a slot costs 75 million at this point, so it is better just to get them for free with a little bit of work. Oh, it's a little bit to sell. Actually, these I should just put over on the freighter, because there's no need to fill up with something you don't need right now. How am I actually with no, not when I only have two. So I should probably, that one can wait. I should probably take some bullets. The thing is, I don't want to have more than one stack at them. They suddenly start overflowing, and that's not very convenient. Hey, Tiger. How are you? Yeah, I'm actually fine. I enjoyed the 3 days of spring we had. Now it's turning cold again, which I'm not enjoying as much. It's windy and rainy here. Well, we were very lucky when we were out walking with the dogs this afternoon, because it was raining, and then we got dressed and dressed the girls, and then went out, and then it had stopped raining, so we were out walking, and it was actually dry, which was okay, but cold. Yeah, no, it's this. Well, it was clear here, then suddenly it darkened up. So in the middle of the afternoon, it started looking like evening. Well, I hope you soon get over your coughing and that. That's not very nice. It's actually very annoying. Let's do that. Just because we can. I think I will put them over here as well. Well, you stop doing that when we are on a space station. That is not necessary. So the thing is, I could talk to the travelers, but I don't really feel they are beneficial for anything because I have gotten all glyphs from Atlas, and I'm actually not very interested in the memory fragment at the moment. So it's not really something I actually find useful at this point. Okay. What do you mean with anything good? I've actually come across a lot of S-class multi-tools the last couple of days, and also ships coming around. Yeah, well, I think I came across 3 or 4 yesterday, and I have seen one today, and I have seen S-class ships as well. So, but I felt it had turned dry as well, and that I was a little bit annoyed with that. Okay, I need to go and walk. Yeah? I think it is a question about luck very often. Well, as I said, the last couple of days I have been kind of finding more than I have for months. Yeah. I do know that, but I can't always be bothered. And I'm not going to do them with these because they have a tendency to snap me. I don't actually know if you can with these. But the bubbly ones. Yeah. Now I do it sometimes if I'm really low on oxygen, then I do pick them up that way as well. Especially on permanent, I can say, because the oxygen is one of the things I very often run very low on. So yeah. Well, I mean, now they have put more different types in. I actually think that's a positive thing. At least it changed things a little bit. Some of them which has come as a surprise for me. And now we went a little bit too far. Yeah, I know that method, but at one point I got stuck and I couldn't get out and they just killed me. I have been so naughty, so I have done it with my ship sometimes. So this one is actually quite easy to get. Where is my ship? Oh. Did I actually do it? Yeah. I have been fooled a couple of times where I thought I had done them and then nope. Flying things. Oh, there's talk about there will be an overhaul on creatures at some point, and they are talking about predatory ocean monsters and flying predators as well. I'm not sure I like that. I think it's quite bad if you get attacked from the air. I could live with the dangerous. There's your barbed wire. I think I already been there, so that's not going to repeat. So I'm just continuing to the next atlas and see what happens. The thing is, I don't mind getting the nanites anyway, so it's not too bad taking that route, I would say. Bit of nanites here and there is not a bad, well, it's not a little bit, it's actually 600 almost, so that's not too shabby, to be honest. Actually quite happy with that as it is. So a space station, I have a couple of things to hand in. So there is so many things in the game which I'm actually, some of them I'm ignoring right now. That's just because I want to do things in the order they should be done. I know that might if you're a new player, it might be a little bit difficult actually to understand what I mean with that, but there is kind of 3 missions you start out on, and they give you a little bit of insight to how to do things. And I have chosen to start with them and do them quite fully at the moment, so okay, 2 B class, that's not overly great. What on earth happened? Sure. And I mean, yeah, it might seem like I don't explore a lot at the moment. I don't. I am kind of just going to do the missions, and that is my purpose at the moment. And when that's done, then I will start looking around, and I am with a half eye looking for certain types of planets, and if I find something I might go to those planets, but in the bigger picture it will come down the line, because one of the missions is telling me to go to the center of the galaxy, so that I of course will do down the line, but at the moment there's no rush for that. I want to do the Atlas mission, and then there is things I want to start after that, so I hope this will go over and become normal again and give me what I need to finish the first part of the Atlas mission, because there is more to it. You need to get to the point where you get the starseed and you get the remembrance, and I haven't gotten the remembrance yet, so that's what I'm actually going for. Hopefully I will get to that point. Did I actually have anything to... I did. Why didn't I check that when I looked at it? So... But the thing is, I want to go to that point where I can do all the fun stuff. Keeps going down that route at the moment. I don't know how many times I have to do this. I can't remember if I logged out between them last time. Actually speculating if I reloaded last time. I might just have done something for absolutely no reason, but it's just a wonder. So yeah, well. So still don't have that, so yeah. Well, so I'm running out of things to sell. Oh, maybe I should start playing a little bit in other directions. I'm actually going to take the Sentinel boundary map, because if I'm forced to go to planets with aggressive sentinels, it's actually a good way of preventing that. And you can also get some goodies if you are lucky enough. A-class multi-tool. This is the same. It's that was B. Ha! It's downgraded, of course. Okay. Now I think I have to go and do the drop pods before I fill up my exosuit. So That will take a little bit of effort. And of course, going to relatively normal planets will be a benefit. I hope it doesn't do what it did the other day. I tried to get it on a paradise planet, and it showed me on a neighboring horrible planet. Yeah. That is No Man's Sky for you. So that one is doing what it should do. The thing is, the rusted metal give me ferrite dust, but I rotate it so I make pure ferrite and magnetized ferrite as well, because you do need quite a bit as we go around. Now I'm actually tempted to try something I haven't done for quite a while. A lot of players use charts to find things, but if I just want to find random buildings, I actually use the signal booster. And that found me a transmission tower. Just remember to pick it up so you don't have to pay for every time you build it. And then I go and look at the tower. It's actually close by. See what that shows me. Might or might not be anything useful. That's that is never really to know in advance what comes out of things. I was going to ask, has anyone played on abandoned mode? I did play on it, but it slows the game very much down, so it was not the most exciting to sit and play in longer time at a time. So what do we got here? No, I was just interested because I actually liked the expedition where you were alone in the world, in the universe, and I found that was quite interesting. But I feel that they have missed something. There is things which doesn't seem to be there. Well, they are there, but they are not. So going with that. So what I just found is a distress beacon. It could be a crash ship, but it could also be someone who has had an emergency landing which need help with repair. That is a possibility, but most of the time it's a crashed ship. Is a ship. So it is weirdly hanging in the air. Okay, getting something for free is not a bad thing. Some sort of predator. They do come in all forms and shapes, so sometimes you'll be asked to go and kill one or two. Believe me, when you get tasked with go and kill them. Oh, A class. That's I think it's better than the other one I have. Okay. I take, as long as I have space, otherwise I will start scrapping them. I always repair the pulse engine and the launch thruster, because then I can always call them. If I want to. So, I found a ship, that's not bad. Yeah. So I'm curious to see if there will at some point be some change to Atlas, so I get the remembrance. I might not. That would annoy me though. So I talked about abandoned mode. No, there's a lot of things which isn't there for good reason. There is no life whatsoever. Even though Tiger and I found out you can play in multiplayer, so that's positive. You can play with a friend or someone you want to play with, and actually progress through the world. All the new stuff seems to be omitted. However, there is ways to get around it, I found out. But whether that would help or not, no. All space stations is abandoned stations, old-fashioned. There is a teleporter and there is a galactic trade. Terminal, and then there's the old-fashioned rooms in behind if you have a Atlas pass. The anomaly is there, however, there is no people there. The only one which is there is Neta is there as an empty shell. You can use the Quicksilver companion place and get things from your expeditions, and so you can actually get a better ship, better multi-tool and stuff like that if you have that in that range, but most have from earlier expeditions at least. But you get machines you build in your base for all the technologies But again, it seems like some is missing. Yeah, all the people is gone. But as I said, you get those Utopia terminals where you can buy it for nanites. The only two places in the anomaly you can buy stuff is the building blueprints and the building things like starfield batteries, microprocessors, and all these. You can unlock them and you can get the valuable goods as well. I'm not sure how much that actually helps out with anything, but it's there though. Yeah. So the most basic things you can get, and but what you can't get is things like this. If you want modules, you have to go out and find them in the wild. No, there is possibilities. There is possibilities, and I'm not saying that you won't get things, but I feel there's things that is missing though. But the question is if you need to play further in than I have. What have I played? 30 hours or something like that. So I'm not overly far in, but it just goes very slow. Yeah, no missions. You can do Nexus missions though. That's a possibility. Which I haven't done yet because I didn't feel I was strong enough to start doing them on my own, but it is a possibility. Yeah, something. I personally think there should be options to get something. You could like some sort of missions where you can obtain at least partial things, or you could learn to construct yourself, or I feel that there's something missing, but yeah. I think it's a real good idea. It's interesting. I don't mind things as challenging, but when you get to a point where nothing happens,